Like, if they ask me, "Are you fan sponsored?" Like, no, because that cereal doesn't exist.
Well, I hope they don't get mad at me for my shirt I'm wearing, because I'm wearing the Golden Girls, baby.
Aw, snap.
Wearing my Golden Girls shirt. I'm not even disappointed. I don't know if you guys can see it on my stream, but it's a shirt. It's all pink.
I will be on my way in a moment.
Okay.
Give me to fix your audio fast.
Situate. My butt was hurting. My butt was like, hey, situate. I'm like, okay.
What were you saying?
Don't forget to include your audio.
It's included.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could, that would be lovely.
Ears.
Include your audio.
I'm gonna try my best not to swear.
Oh, I don't care if you swear.
No, you don't. But I want to try. I'm very bad at it, and I need to get better at it. I got yelled at work.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay.
don't say it in front of the customers.
Because you're a little potty mouth.
Gotcha.
I
I was
don't say it
like,
in front of the customers. I just say it right to my boss's face.
okay, let me know.
Oops.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
You're good to go over here.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right.
I got to
Fox.
meet you, and then I just kept looping.
Oh god. Yeah.
We left off where you turned around and you see this 6 foot, about 6'7" maniac running at you with a chainsaw, and he's wearing a white shirt that is now pretty dingy brown. Looks like he hasn't changed his clothes in a while. He's wearing a yellow butcher's apron and some form of like brown like pants. There is an insight to be had here, and what that means is if you pay 3 intellect points, you get to learn a fact, an actual fact about the situation at hand. If you don't pay 3 intellect points, then learn it.
I'm sorry, what was the last part? You kind of cut out at that.
Yeah.
If you don't pay 3 intellect points, then you don't get to learn it.
Okay, so educate myself.
It's called an insight. There is an insight to be had.
Do I have any points?
You have 4 intellect points.
You would pay 3 intellect, and you'll get to learn a fact about the situation.
Yes or no?
I'm thinking, I'm gonna say, no.
It's bold move, Cotton. See if it works out for you.
Okay. So you see this maniac charging at you with a chainsaw, and pretty fast for his size. So, Fox, now it's time for initiative.
I'd like to run as fast as I can away.
No.
I would not.
Your initiative. Is that a D20 chain?
Roll a d20. Yes. What are you guys doing?
My bad.
Are you doing initiative?
Ouch. Yeah, that's your 6.
It's what?
You got a 6.
You're not allowed to roll for me anymore.
Hey, you rolled a 6. He is coming out over. He's coming head on with the chainsaw, aiming right at your shoulder. Roll a defense roll.
12.
You are banned.
Did you roll a
I'm
12?
using my own dice.
That's a 12.
You feel a massive amount of warmth and pain as the chainsaw catches you right in the shoulder for 15 points of might damage.
Ooh, what if it zeroes out?
If it zeroes out, how much does she have in might?
14.
Okay, she would zero her might out, she goes to impaired, and then she takes 1 damage from her speed pool.
Gotcha.
Once all of her pools are down to 0, that is when you quote-unquote die unless the GM decides to give you a permanent injury instead of killing you. So he charges at you for 15 points of damage as this chainsaw just tears into your shoulder.
And
And
now I don't know what the heck to do.
it is your turn, Fox.
Oh, great. Terrific. You're the one that's the computer. Well, what are my options right now?
Basically run like hell if that's an option, or
I'm assuming that my mobility kind of deters that, so I think I'm just going to be a typical
Well,
limping away
you can
girl
still-
at
well-
this point.
I'm not going to penalize you. And, well, you're impaired. I mean, on the character sheet, it should tell you what your impairment does. It has the status impair.
Let's see what it is.
can I get a spot on that?
So it should tell you all three of the conditions. There's impair and debilitated.
Gotcha.
Debilitated is when you cannot run but only crawl.
Ignore minor and major effect results on rolls. Combat rolls 17 or 20 deals only +1 damage. This is +1 effort per level.
So that sounds about right from what I remember. So you can run just fine. You just will 17 through 20. You'll have the penalty, your effort, and all that. But you can still run if that's an option you would like.
I would like that option. I'm gonna run like.
Okay,
No
you're gonna
way.
run now. Do you
like,
have any?
like I'm on fire.
Do you have any skills that will benefit you? And do you want to pay 3 from your speed pool to lower the difficulty?
Do you want to spend 3 from your pool or no?
Do I have enough to?
You have 11 right now.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
To
so
run.
just spend it.
And I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
What dice do I roll?
D20.
Wanna make sure? You are fired! I
you
got
roll?
19.
You rolled a 19.
Yeah, it's a 19.
After the chainsaw tears into you, not like cutting you in half, but it gives you a nice gash. You bolt, and you bolt into the woods.
Perfect.
And you see that he seems to be a little bit slower than you. You manage to bolt into the woods at a pretty good pace, and the chainsaw gets lower in volume, but definitely can still hear it.
Nope.
Definitely can still hear it. And hey Fox, how would you like to earn yourself 2 experience points, one of which you can give to a buddy?
I would like. Oh, not muted. I thought I was muted.
The devil's offering you a bargain.
Would you like that, Fox?
Yeah.
Would?
I'm scared of it though.
As you are running through the woods, Fox, you realize that you ran to that really creepy area that you did not want to go to before.
I figured.
And you look around and you see it's dark, so you can't see it well, but you see what looks to be hanging along the trees are a bunch of like dismembered dolls. Like their
Okay.
heads have been
Okay.
removed and things
Oh,
like
my child.
that.
Got it.
And since you accepted the intrusion, you hear a like a squeal, like a "Rah!" And you see that Leatherface jumps out from behind a tree holding a mallet, and you need to make a defense roll.
No. What was that?
A defense roll.
Defense roll. Okay. D20 again.
Do you have any skills that can lower this, or do you want to spend 3 from your speed pool?
Got anything
you're training
athletical
balance.
or something like that?
All she has is balance.
All she has is what?
Balance.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like you have any skills, but are you going to use 3 from your speed pool?
Did you want to spend 3 more?
What am I at right now?
Or 8?
Yes. No. I would not like to.
Not like to?
Alright.
Okay, then roll a straight. Let's roll a straight roll.
She got a 14.
Oh, 1 shy. You missed it by 1.
Fuck.
All right.
I'm sorry, man.
The mallet
It's okay.
comes to the side of your head, but like in the back, and it clocks you, and it clocks you so hard that you're stunned for 1 round. Well, if you got to make a might check first. You got to make a might check first. If you can succeed the might check, you're not. Now, do you have anything? You have anything?
Didn't that
Skill?
just zero out on my might?
Well, but you can still make a might check. You just can't spend anything from the pool.
Yeah.
Since you took the hit, you take 5 points of speed damage.
Gotcha.
So you take 5 points of speed damage, since you had no more in might. Now make a might check to see if you're stunned. Do you have any skills at all that might
Okay.
be of resisting pain or
You just have
unconscious?
climbing, jumping facts.
Yeah, I don't think I could do anything, can I?
Does she not have any, Broom?
She has no skills like that.
Roll a straight up roll.
How does the armor come into play?
So if she's wearing armor, which unfortunately you guys were in a van, so she was not wearing it,
Gotcha.
it would reduce the damage by 1. So anytime she took any kind of damage, if she took 15 damage, it would be 14. If she took 7 damage, it
I
would
was just curious as to what
Yeah.
part it played.
No, it just reduces damage by whatever the armor value is.
Oh, her mic check is 16.
You are stunned for 1 round, Fox. You
1 round.
get smacked right in the back side part of the head, and you kind of begin to black out. And make another defense roll. He's going for another mallet shot.
Jesus.
You're getting pummeled, bro.
Do you want to spend 3 points from your pool?
Nah, but she did
Nope.
roll a 6.
Roll a 6. You take another hard shot to the same
I'm gonna
area
die.
with the mallet. You take 5 more points of speed damage. Does that drop you to 0?
That's gonna 0 out.
You are now debilitated. And we're just going to say, for sake, you are, you're knocked, you're able to crawl, but he takes 1 more, or no, actually while you're crawling, he picks you up over his shoulders. You're not able to really do anything, and you see, as you're being carried away from the woods, you realize you're being carried into the house.
Ah. I take it
Kyle.
I can't like squirm or anything
Yeah.
like that.
You're debilitated.
Well, you're debilitated. You
I
cannot take
thought so.
any actions except for moving a short distance. That's the only actions you can take when you're debilitated.
Okay, so okay, I'm fine with that.
Kyle and Broom. You guys had recently, you guys had seen the sheriff shoot this innocent person in the face with a shotgun and stab the innocent woman who were both unconscious in the throat. And he basically is blaming you guys for the accident of the van. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, I remember I'm still on the ground.
Yeah, but you can get back up.
And I called this piece of shit a murderer.
Yeah, I remember that.
And where was Broom?
Broom's still standing next to you, ish, from what I remember. He was like
Okay.
next to you, standing there, and he just watched you get clocked in the jaw, just with the butt of the shotgun.
I mean,
All right, so what's the sheriff up to now?
I'm going to wait to see what happens because I already said what I needed to say near the end of the session for the immediate moment. So
As you look at the sheriff, and he's still standing over the man he had just shot, and blood just kind of splattered all over him from the impact of the shotgun. You see that he's got blood that's like all over his uniform, and you see that he goes, oh, damn, kids, I can't believe that you made this big of a mess in my damn field. And you see that he steps over the body and begins to walk towards you guys with the flashlight and the shotgun lowered. And he kind of brings his hand up to his mouth and like sucks the blood and a little bit of like brain chunks off of his fingers. He goes, well, that was mighty good. He goes, now let me tell you something, boys. Decided to come to my damn field and cause all these problems and kill my damn cow. He says, what do you think the punishment should be?
I mean, I'll shake my head. I'll shake my head just kind of in disbelief. You talking about us? You just killed 2 people.
He said, I didn't kill nobody. You killed them in the van. You even put the body back. Only fingerprints
You're
on
covered
the...
in blood, you dingus.
He's like, well, that's what happens when you try to help somebody that's been in a terrible accident, son. You get blood all over you. I was doing my part as a sheriff and a good citizen. You're the ones who put a body back in the van to hide the evidence.
I'm going to use enthrall and immediately call him out on his BS.
Okay. What do you say to him, Broom? Don't forget to pay your points, by the way, Broom.
I just did. I'm gonna look him dead in the face and be like, we watched you kill them. Like, how do you know we're not gonna go tell somebody what we just saw?
Said, you can go tell anybody you want, son, but where you're at, there's not a damn person who's gonna go against the sheriff. And then he points at Kyle with the shotgun. He goes, not even this boy's daddy, who supposedly has all kinds of power.
He's got more than you, that's for damn sure.
He goes, really, shit stain. Who's the one with you on the ground with a shotgun aimed at you? It doesn't look like you're in any room to talk.
Well, just like a football game, you could be behind 1 minute, and you could be winning the game the next.
Hey, Moose, welcome to the stream, brother. He goes, oh, trust me, son. This is a game you can't win. He goes, try all your might. Sit there and think that since you're the star quarterback that you have it all, that you can play to the best of your abilities, but I tell you one thing. You might have a plan deep in the back of your mind, but I promise you, you see the things that you're about to see, all of those plans go right out the window, and you start to rely on instinct and survival. And that's something, boy, you don't have. I promise you that.
Let's cut the crap, Chief. Is this because you're a Sooner fan? Is that it? Are you mad that you lost money gambling on the game when I whooped your Sooners? Is that what this all about? You looking for revenge? Are you that damn petty to kill two
Yeah.
people over a football game?
You see,
Is that what this is about?
he spits another deal of tobacco on the ground. He goes, son, he goes, I don't give a damn about the Sooners. I'm simply looking to eat.
So you're
It
a
was at this
cannibal,
moment
that's it.
I hocked
You're
a
a
loogie
cannibal,
in his
that's
face.
it, huh?
He goes, you have never tasted anything better until you've had human meat. And from the looks of those two over there, me and my family's going to be eating good for a while. And with two more bodies right here, looks like we're going to have food for months. And then you see Broom, he looks at you, and he goes, oh, by the way, from what I hear from Bubba, your girl's got a sweet little ass.
I'm gonna spit in his face, man.
You're gonna spit in his face?
Yes, sir.
You spit in his face, and you can see that like angers him, and he immediately brings the shotgun up to your chest. He says, "Do it again, son. I dare you."
Does Broom still have him enthralled?
Yes, but
I should, yeah.
yeah, he has him enthralled.
How far away is he? How far away is he from me?
Broom is probably like 3 feet away from you. You guys were like right next to each other when he knocked you to the ground. He's probably like 3 feet away at most.
All right, question. Is there a penalty for cold shots in this game?
No, there's no penalty for a called shot. Not unless it's not unless it's like I want to shoot a bow and arrow at extreme range through a tiny slit in the door and shoot them in the eye.
All right. Roll with 21.
All right. So if I wanted to punch this guy in the nuts, I wouldn't take any penalty.
Oh no, you would just make it straight up. You'd make an attack roll with any skills or effort that you're going to spend towards it, like you would anything else.
All right.
Hey, Moose, I appreciate that, brother. How was your stream tonight? I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, Kyle, what's that?
All right, because I'm thinking of what I want to do here. Some of the skills I have are like athletics, so that could encompass a lot. Would that have anything to do with striking swift fast?
I would say in this instance, yes, I will allow that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna send effort. I'm gonna punch this guy right in the nuts, treating my fist as a medium weapon.
Damn. I would say yes, Kyle. I will allow athletics to count toward that as like a speed factor, especially since he's enthralled now. One thing to keep in mind is when you hit him, he will no longer be enthralled.
He's no longer enthralled. Yeah.
I know that.
Okay.
But,
no, I just wanted you to know, instead of thinking you could strike him and Broom could still keep him enthralled. Once he struck,
no, I didn't think.
Okay. Once he struck, Broom can no longer enthrall him.
Because these are my thoughts here. We just saw a guy kill two people, admitted to being a cannibal, is basically holding us up at gunpoint, and just insulted my sister. So.
Oh no, I completely understand. Completely. No, I'm with you. All right, Kyle. So how much? Okay, you said you're spending effort, right?
I am spending effort.
Effort, and you have a skill, so it lowers by 2. Make your roll.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
And if I hit, it's treated as a medium weapon because that is one of them.
That is correct. Hey, Diagram, welcome to the stream. How you doing, brother?
Oh, fuck. that might not be good enough, but we'll see. It's a 10.
Kyle, you go to strike him in the nuts, and you see that he somehow saw it, and he ends up jumping back. And you miss. You only missed by 2. You only needed a 12 or higher. And he jumps back.
Can I try? Can I try and then get up and try and tackle him then?
Well, you used your action, but I will allow
Okay.
you to get up, but you can't try to tackle him, no.
Okay.
Can I try to tackle him?
Yes, you can. Well, first off, you guys need to make initiative rolls now, because combat has officially been started since Kyle tried to punch him in the nuts.
All right. So this is straight D20?
You can use effort and any skill that would. Yes, you can use effort in any skill. Now, if you use effort, it comes from your speed pool, not your might pool.
In the initiative?
You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that, actually.
Okay. So
And that's a 14.
Okay. Well, first off, Kyle, what did you do in terms of hey, good night, Moose brother. You take it easy. What did you do in terms of did you have any skill that with it?
I mean, would athletics have anything to do with that? Moving quick and fast?
I'd say
Evading?
yes.
All
I
right.
would say yeah. Athletics, could be used in terms of being quick. So I'd say yeah. So then you lower it by 2. Broom,
Yep.
do you have any skills, or are you going to use effort?
Can I use intellect or no?
No.
I don't know. See how it's combat related? Okay. No, that's fair.
Diagram, is Colv still going on? If so, I could jump on Monster Hunter and do Colv probably tomorrow. But no, you can't use intellect. You'll have to use speed if you want to.
Then I'll just straight up roll, man.
Just go straight up roll. Okay.
Cross my fingers. 17, which I don't know is good enough to beat this ass.
Okay. You both get to go first.
Ooh.
Now, here's how combat works in this game. You both rolled higher. You get to choose who goes first. You guys go first, but it doesn't have to be like, since Broom rolled first, Broom goes first. You could technically designate Kyle to go first, and then you, and then him. So you guys work it out on who's going to go first, second.
Well, I'll tell you brother. I'll tell you what I was wanting to do, and then you can decide whether you want to go first or second with what you want to do. But especially since I have a skill in the game of football, I'm going to just try and straight tackle this guy to the ground.
Okay, Kyle's going to try to tackle him.
You go first.
All right.
Okay.
And I am spending effort towards that.
Did you say you have a skill in football?
I do. That's actually from my foci.
Yeah, and that will absolutely count towards this. Absolutely will work. And you said you are spending effort, right?
I am spending effort. I'm going to straight fucking football tackle this guy.
That comes from your might pool, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I have an edge in that too, so.
Okay, yeah, that one comes from your might pool.
All right.
Hey, Diagram, thank you for the sparks, brother. Appreciate the love and support. All right, Kyle, tell me the damage.
Let's roll, baby. Oh fuck. That's a 7. Or did I have to roll for that?
No, you have to roll. You have to roll to tackle him.
Yeah, well, that's a 7 on my roll. So,
Kyle, you go to tackle him, and he kind of does a sidestep and uses your momentum to throw you on the ground. You kind of just go rolling. You take no damage though.
All right.
But you miss and go rolling. You missed it, Kyle, barely, but you unfortunately missed it. All right, bro. Right. You see your buddy go to tackle him and miss, and now, okay, here's how it goes. Broom, you're standing on his right. Kyle is on his left, prone. Kyle, you will have to use your one of your move action to get up next turn.
Well, actually, how many actions do we have? Standard and a move, or what?
Standard and a move.
All right. So actually, I actually do have a question before we go to Broom's turn.
Okay.
All right. So I know usually the first recovery is one action, but because of my type, I get two. My first two recoveries are one action, and then it goes to 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 10 hours.
Well, then that would be.
Would I?
Oh, go ahead.
So would I be able to use a recovery right now? And if so, how would that work, and what would it replenish?
No, you cannot use a recovery right now because a recovery takes one action. You used your action to tackle him.
Okay.
Now, when you do use a recovery, you don't roll for it. You just say, I'm using a recovery. You use a recovery, and then you will roll a 1d6 plus your tier. So it'll be 1d6 plus 1, and when you get those points, you roll 1d6. Let's say you roll a 3, and then you get your plus 1, 4. You can distribute those 4 points among speed, might, and intellect any way you choose.
Okay.
As long as you put 4 points in them, you can distribute them any way you want. Hey, Diagram, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate the love and support.
Yeah. I was just wondering because of my type, I actually can make my first two recoveries at one action, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, no, you get them at one action, but it would be like, for instance, in your case, it'd be recovery one action. In Broom's case, it would be recovery one action and then recovery 1 hour, I think it is, or 10 hours or whatever it is.
Yes.
1
yes,
hour.
That is the usual progression. Just my type gives me an additional one action recovery.
So in Broom's, like, you get 2 actions, you get 2 recoveries, whereas Broom only gets 1, essentially.
Gotcha.
That's how it works.
The one after that's 10 minutes, Chin.
10 minutes, yeah, not.
So it's one action, 10 minutes, 1 hour.
Yeah. So okay, Kyle. So you go tumbling. You're not on your back or nothing. You're kind of like on all fours.
All right.
A type situation. Broom, you see this? What are you doing? Amazon.
I want to try to stab him.
What did you say, Broom? I'm sorry, I was my tablet.
I'm gonna try to stab him.
Do you have
Get him
a weapon?
in the fucking jugular.
I do. I have like a camping.
Yeah, he has a knife. I remember. That's how he actually.
Now,
that's how he mercy killed the cow. So.
Do you have any skills, or are you gonna spend effort?
Don't.
Okay, no skills.
The effort would come from might, right?
Effort will come from might, yes. Unless
I will not spend it.
Unless you're gonna try to do a very swift strike. I'll allow speed. If you want to try to,
I'm trying to get this deep.
You're trying to get this deep. Okay, then basically, since you have no skill, and you said you're not spending points, right?
Yeah.
You make a straight roll.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
That's a D20, sir. Like a 20 on the D20.
20. Okay.
Oh,
now,
hell yes.
Okay. Now here's the question: do you want to deal 4 additional points of damage, or do you want to get a major like a benefit? Like, you can disarm him where he drops the shotgun. You can knock him down to the ground. You'll still stab him, but you won't get the additional 4 points of damage. So,
disarm him?
Yeah, you can stab him and disarm him where he drops the shotgun and no longer has it.
I'll do that.
Okay. For this sake, then, we're gonna say that you stab him somewhere in the arm, holding the shotgun would be the most realistic.
Okay.
So you come in with a stab to his dominant arm, right through the forearm. The knife goes right through the forearm, and he screams, and the shotgun falls out of his hand, right down at his feet. You can hear it hit that grass on it. And he goes, "You little cocksucker!" And now it is his turn. He took 6, you're using a knife. Hey, take it easy, Diagram. Appreciate you being here, brother. He took only 2 points of damage because it's a knife, but it's enough to. He doesn't like it. So Broom,
Gotcha.
he is going to try to basically punch you in the face because you disarmed.
Okay.
So
I immediately know what I'm doing on my turn. So
yeah, he's
I
gonna.
hope so.
Yeah, he is gonna try to punch you in the face. So Broom, you need to make a defense roll. Now,
Gotcha.
are you going to? Do you have any skills that will influence this? Or are you going to spend? You going to spend 3 points from your speed pool?
You know what? I will use my speed.
Okay, so you will drop the difficulty down by 1. So make
Gotcha.
me a roll.
11. I don't think that will do it.
11. As you got the knife dug into his forearm, and it's in there deep, and he yelled at you, "You little cocksucker!" And he rears back, he decks you right in the eye socket.
Thanks.
You only take 2 points of damage though,
Ooh.
so it's not a like a super bad deal. And now we're back to Kyle. Kyle, you see this
I'm
knife
going for the gun.
going for the gun. Kyle, okay.
Thank you.
You know what, Kyle? I'm just gonna say you grab it. However,
As soon as Broom disarmed him, I didn't even have to think about next action.
yeah. However, the way it
What was
works in
that?
this game, Kyle, the way it works in this game, when you crawl over there and grab the gun, that would be considered your action.
That'd be considered what?
That would be considered
An
your
action.
action.
You know what? All right, but I can still point it at him and yell at him to get on his knees, or I'll blow him out.
Yeah, you can. Talking and all that's a free action. You just can't.
Yeah.
You just can't rush over there, grab it, aim, and shoot. But you
I'll yell at him, "Get on your knees, motherfucker!" before I blow him out.
see he looks incredibly pissed. But he hesitantly gets on his knees, and Broom, when he does this, you see that he seems to be either really ballsy or really stupid, because when he gets down to his knee, he basically just rips his arm off of your blade. Bleeding, he's holding his arm. He's holding his arm, and he's bleeding pretty good. And he gets down on his knees. He goes,
All right.
You can take me out all you want, but I promise, once my family comes looking for me, you're gonna regret everything you've done.
They're gonna find a body if you don't shut the fuck up.
You see, he looks at you and he goes, son, do you think I'm afraid of dying? You think I'm honestly afraid of dying?
Scott, cuff this motherfucker.
I will start my roll.
No, bro, you don't gotta roll. You don't gotta roll for it.
Oh, okay, well then I cut him.
You don't gotta roll. You grab his cuffs and you put his cuffs on him, and he groans in pain because you cuffed one of his his arm that has that knife wound, and he groans, and he's now cuffed and on his knees. And we're gonna switch over to Fox.
Broom, I would give you a fucking high five right now if I could. Good fucking people, man.
Okay, Fox.
Eh.
Your eyes start to adjust, and the first thing you see is you look down, and you see that your shoulder has been stitched shut.
Oh.
Very crudely.
Does that mean I'm fully
very
healed?
crudely. And your eyes are still kind of coming to and adjusting, and you feel warm, very warm breath breathing on the back of your neck. There's someone breathing behind you, and it sounds like they're breathing. You look up, and you see that you're sitting in front of a mirror. And you noticed this didn't cross your mind before, but you were looking through eye holes. Realize that you have had a flesh mask made of human skin put over your face.
Ah, beautiful.
And this is what you hear. The song was going on as you woke up, but this is what you hear. Hold on, this is not it. This is an advertisement.
Yeah, this is a
You can
weird
build a better
song.
bank, y'all. Damn, Leather. You got smart. Okay.
Ah.
And you see a record
Okay.
player off in the corner in this spinning. And you see a large man standing there. And he's wearing like a black suit. And he's also got a mask on that's flesh. And you can see that it's got makeup on.
Okay, so I'm on a date with Leatherface.
You can see that he walks over to the table, which is right in front of you. Let me pause the music.
Oh, that's okay.
He walks over to the table in front of you, and he begins to grab makeup. Put makeup on over your mask, as if to pretty. Now, something really catches your interest. Really catches your interest. It just clicked. Realize the face you're wearing looks very, very familiar. Like, you remember seeing on the news about a few months ago that there was a woman and her brother who went missing in Texas. Names, you recall, because it was a big deal, you recall that the names Sally and Franklin Hardison went missing. Realize that the face you're wearing looks incredibly identical to the pretty blonde Sally who was on the. So what would you like to do, Fox? Oh, by the way, you got 1 point in might and 1 point in speed, and how many you had in intellect?
Okay. I was just about to ask that. Did the poorly mending actually heal me at all? But not.
Yeah, you got 1 point in might. You got 1 point in might, 1 point in speed, and whatever you had in intellect prior.
Does she go back to impaired status, or is she still debilitated?
No, she's back to considered hale. She can now make actions, run, everything again. She's not impaired even.
What would be the right thing to do right now?
Well, you're tied up.
No, out of my curiosity, would she be able to do a recovery roll in this kind of situation or no?
Yeah, I would say yeah, because to make a recovery roll, you don't really have to do anything. I would say if she wants to make a recovery roll just from the healing of being there and stitched up, I would allow it, absolutely.
Did you want to do that, Fox, or no?
Yeah, that actually is perfect because honestly,
Can you roll a d6 for me?
D6 plus your tier, and you're tier 1, so D6 plus 1.
Sorry, loading it up. D6.
D6 here.
So would that be technically?
Yeah, so you now have 2 in might and
2
in speed.
That was the shittiest roll ever.
Yeah. She got a 1.
Ouch.
You got 2 points.
Yeah.
You got 2 points to spend wherever you want them to go. You can put 1 in might, 1 in speed, 2 in might, 2 in speed, 2 in intellect. Whichever way you can spend. You can spend them any way you want in your pool points. That's up to you how you want to spend them. Let me know when you're done and we'll continue.
You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we're done.
And you see that this big man is standing there, and he's dressed like a lady. And you continue to hear "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" spinning on the record player, and it's kind of like that staticky sound. You know how records are; they got that.
Yeah.
And he is gently putting makeup on you. You realize
Gently is better than being dead.
when you think about it, not only was the face of Sally Hardesty, but he was wearing this face before. Like when he came at you, he was wearing this face.
Okay.
Now he placed it on you and is putting makeup on it. What do you want to do, Fox?
I think I'm going to, because I'm tied up, right?
You are tied up in a chair, yes.
Okay, I thought so. So I don't really have much to do right now. Can I look around the room and see what's else is going on?
Well, it's a small room, and from what you can see, it's definitely his bedroom. Like, definitely his bedroom. There's got a bed off to the right, and it's a normal sized bed. You got the record player that's off in the corner. You're sitting in front of a mirror with all kinds of makeup and like jewelry box and various things littered on the table. Even some of it being, you're guessing, human flesh, because it looks like human skin. Sewing needle and like a closet. And on the door, you see that there looks to be flesh draped over the door, and you can see like it's a pretty decent sized piece of skin. And towards the end of the skin, you can see what looks to be like a nipple. Like the skin was removed from the chest.
Oh. Alright, how far away is the door from where I am?
7 feet.
7 feet?
7 feet. It's like
Okay.
where you're sitting. If you were to just turn your head to the left, the door would be there. And it's open. The door is currently, cracked open. It's not fully open. It's cracked open a little bit.
Do I have anything in speech or anything?
Your only intellect skills are supernatural, searching, and listening.
Searching and listening. Okay. I can't think of anything. I think right now, since he's not trying to kill me, I am going to just let it happen and kind of observe and see if I can think of something.
As you sit there and just kind of observe, he continues putting makeup on you, and you can tell he's getting excited, and due to his body language, you can tell he's also getting aroused.
Oh, yay. I'm gonna... Oh, God.
And you see the door fly open, and you see this younger man who's got kind of shaggy hair, and he's kind of jumping up and down and smiling. He goes, "Bubba's got a girlfriend. Bubba's got a girlfriend." And the large man just stands up and makes like grunting noises, and just kind of like goes to shove out of the room, and they both end up leaving the room, and the door's open now, and you're by yourself. Fox, make me an intellect roll. Or, you know what? No, better yet. There is an insight to be had here. Say 3 intellect points, you can learn a fact about...
Did you catch that? I didn't hear what he said.
3 points of intellect to learn. Yeah.
Okay, so same deal as before. Okay. In this situation, I feel like it would be important to know what the heck's going on. So yeah.
Okay. You don't gotta roll. You don't roll. You just pay it.
Okay.
You notice, Fox, something caught your attention. You can tell easily. It's very, very easy that not only can he seemingly not speak, you see that his growth mentally is incredibly stunted. Like, you have a very strong feeling that he probably has the mentality of a child,
Okay.
a big man. You can just tell by the way he acts and the way he grunts that most likely. Oh,
Oh no.
okay. We're gonna pause right here for wait for Kyle to come back.
That's perfectly cool.
Are you guys enjoying the game so far?
So far,
Yes,
so
I
good.
am.
I wish I was smarter, but
I almost peed myself a little bit when I rolled that 20. Yes, Fox.
Almost beat.
right?
Almost beat.
He
All right.
literally threw
Well,
the laptop at me.
What did I miss? What I
What was the last
miss?
thing? What was the last thing you heard?
About spending 3 points of intellect to get an insight.
She spent 3 points, and I said that the one thing she notices and very easily is that um, this large man seemingly can't speak, and he seems to be incredibly stunted mentally, like he has the mentality of a child.
All right.
A little bit of time goes by, Fox, and you see the large man come back into the room. And by this time, somewhere the rainbow has stopped playing. But he quickly grabs the needle of the record player, puts it back on the record, and somewhere over the rainbow goes to play again. And he
And
like walks around to the right side of you, like the right front side of you, and you see that he just like leans over and is like face to face with you, staring at you, staring into his eyes, and him staring into yours.
all right. Okay, so the music is playing again, right?
Yes, not loud though. It's not blaring, but it's like a
Okay.
low, calm. Like you could still have a conversation in the room just fine. It's just loud enough to hear.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to talk to him like a child and see if you can get him to at least.
Okay.
Okay.
What do
I
you
think I know what I'm gonna do. Sorry.
what do you
Okay,
say
so
to him?
I'm gonna be like, oh, you're really good at makeup. You like doing this stuff?
You see that he immediately like nods his head like a child would, like and nods.
Okay, cool. Wow. Well, I think you did a really good job. Do you like this song?
And you see he looks over at the record player and then nods again, and you can see he's definitely getting excited. You can see his tongue kind of like slightly protrude through the mask, the flesh mask, and then go back into his mouth as he's nodding his head.
Okay. This is your favorite song, right?
Hey Nash, what's happening, brother? We're playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the role-playing game. What was that? Say that again, Fox.
I'm asking him if it's like his favorite song.
You see that he doesn't give you like a full-fledged nod, but he just kind of like nods a little bit and kind of like maybe type situation, maybe his favorite song.
All right. I like it too. It's not one of my top 10, but definitely like.
Oh, and
it's
another
a
thing
good
you
song.
learned, another thing that you learned when you did the insight is he's obviously mentally stunted, and
Perfect.
have a sneaking suspicion that his family is using him as the brute because he's so large compared to the rest of the family you've seen. They're basically taking advantage of his size and strength.
Okay. Have you ever danced to this song before?
You see, he kind of looks down. He looks down at the floor, almost like he's embarrassed, and then he kind of shakes his
It's
head no.
okay.
Shakes his head no. But then you see
Well,
he looks up at you and he kind of turns his head to the side. He kind of cocks it to the side, and like a sweet gesture, he kind of extends a hand to you. A large hand at
I
that,
would
very large
I would
hand.
love to take it, buddy, but I'm kind of tied up here. If you'd like to untie me, I'll do nothing more but dance with you.
You see, he walks behind the chair and unties you. He unties you
Yes.
and then walks back to the front of the chair and extends a large hand to you.
All right. I'm going to start to dance with him. I had to think about that for a second.
You dance with him, and he's much larger than you. Like, when you guys are standing, like, chest to chest, basically you go up to, like, a little bit below his shoulders.
Okay, so it's like dating Broom.
Yeah, it'd be like a dating broom. Yeah, and you go to dance with him, and you can tell he's not good. He's trying, but he's not good by any stretch of the imagination. He's terrible.
It's all right, buddy. We're gonna learn one step at a time, okay? So just put your hands right here on my waist, okay?
You you tell him to put his hand on your waist. You can tell he's getting you can tell he's getting really excited. Like,
Sure he is. And then I'm just gonna kind of dance around until the record stops. And as soon as it stops, I'm not gonna say anything.
you well, Nash, it is Texas Chainsaw. What do you think's gonna happen? I gotta make Leatherface come across realistic. It's gotta be like Leatherface. But you dance until the song is about to end. It's not quite ended, and you hear a very familiar voice. It sounds like the man who brought you here. He's like, "Bubba, bring her downstairs. Dinner is ready." And the song is still going, and you see that he kind of ignores the the man said and continues dancing. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna book it out the door.
You're gonna run?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give you this one for free. You book it out of the door, and you come to, as soon as you exit, there's the left, there is a window. And then if you go right, there is like a hallway, and then you could turn further right and go down a set of stairs. And there's like a couple rooms as well on the hallway.
So, windows, stairs, hallway. Those are my options.
Pretty much, yeah. Window to the left, or you could try to get to the staircase. What do you want to do?
Oh, look at me.
I know.
Broom's like, "I'm letting you die on your own."
These are your decisions, okay?
No, I know. I'm gonna book it up the stairs.
You're gonna go all the way and go down the stairs?
Oh, I thought it was up. My bad. So
No,
it's
it's a staircase. You're upstairs now. It's a staircase that will lead you
upstairs
downstairs.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then so I'm taking it that I'm not on the basement floor. I'm like.
No, you're
Stairs.
upstairs.
Yeah.
You're upstairs.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm going down the stairs.
Okay, you immediately bolt and go down the stairs. Now here's where the real fun begins. This is what's called horror mode. Boz, how you doing, Boz? Basically,
Boz!
every turn, normally whenever you roll a d20, if you roll a 1, it's called an intrusion that I get to do to you for free, and you get no experience points for it.
Okay.
Horror mode, every turn, the number increases by 1. So right now it's 1. Next turn will be a 1 or a 2, then a 1 or a 3, then a 1 or a 4, 1 or a 5, etc. It basically builds the tension. Hey, Cortana. Never mind. It basically builds the tension of this happening. You immediately bolt downstairs. Fox, I need you to make an intellect roll. What'd you say,
How
Kyle?
rolling are you?
Hey, boss. Thank you for the host.
I was
Appreciate it.
I was just letting out a deep breath because I'm a little scared for Fox right now. Not gonna lie.
Is she isn't listening, is she? I'm assuming she's just running.
Intellect roll. No, not listening. No, this is
Okay. All right.
this.
It's an 11.
An 11. Okay. You get downstairs and immediately you see like the dining room, and you see this table, and you see this table, and you see that the chairs are made out of human bone.
Oh, well,
That
lovely.
lying on the table. That cleaning spray or large. That is cleaning spray. If I ever used a butt plug, I could not go that large. Not even close.
I thought the same thing, Boz. I'm assuming it was Boz. I can't see your chat.
It is, Bob. Why would I have a butt plug right in front of my camera?
No
For
joke.
boom.
Yesterday, I was just like, "What in the hell is that?"
It's cleaning spray. Why? Yeah, I just like to keep butt plugs, just lying around in case
right
I
in
need
the
them.
open.
That's how we
But,
do.
But you come downstairs and you see that these chairs are made of human bone. See lying on the table. See that there's the chairs arranged. There's dinner plates, and in the middle, you see that there's a human torso lying there, cut in half. The rib cage opened up, and organs exposed as like a feast. And since you failed your roll, Fox, that means you are terrified for 1 turn, and I get to control your character for 1 turn.
Oh no.
Do we probably?
Kyle, oh no.
It's like if I could do the
It's a good thing I'm not Chin, because I'd be like, I walk back upstairs and tie myself down to the chair.
I walk upstairs and I just spread eagle for leather. Give me your babies, I'm all yours.
Oh God.
You, Fox.
This is where I could just imagine the Luigi, oh no, kind of voice going out here.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh no! There you go. There you go. I'll help you guys out. But you, Fox, in terror. You're terrified, and you put your hands up at your face as everything begins to finally realize what's happening to you, and you realize it's not a dream. And you put hands at your face where the flesh mask is, and you let out a blood-curdling scream, alerting everyone
Great.
else to where you are. And as you go to turn around and run, not knowing exactly the layout of the house, where to go, see that there's the man who brought you here. You see there's old man that was in a wheelchair with no legs, and you see your dance partner who doesn't seem to be thrilled that you ran away from him.
That's what damsels do, though. They run.
And you hear the man who brought you here. He said, "Bubba, tie her down. What is she doing in here by herself?" And he immediately walks in behind you and goes for like a bear hug behind you to like strain you. You gonna try to fight it?
What are my things?
Can't
I
try
fight
to
it?
climb them or jump away. That's not a.
I'm assuming that I'm gonna be up in the air if it's like your height I wouldn't be able to
Well,
get out of it.
strength wise, you know like easily that getting away from his grasp if he grabs you is going to be almost impossible.
Okay, I am. What else do I have? I gotta
That's
have
it.
something. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
Do you have? Well, you first off, you don't have to fight it. You don't.
Okay.
You can just let
Can
him do
I
it.
try to?
Do you want to
Can I
try?
let him do it? Okay.
No, I'm saying you can.
I was gonna try to like lie and be like, guys, I seriously think that thing in front of the table is haunting the house right now. Like, lie.
You
But
mean
I
the
don't
thing?
think I have
You
anything
mean the
about
thing,
that.
like the thing on the table? It looks like it's dinner.
Yeah.
That torso in
No,
everything in
it's
it.
dinner.
Yeah,
It's
that
soul
torso.
haunting. That's what it's
Basically,
gonna do.
you got your chairs around the table. You got the dinner plates around the table, and then in the middle of the table, like a Thanksgiving turkey, is this human torso with the head still attached, completely opened up with the organs still inside.
Everyone's gonna be. I'll be back.
Okay, I think I have no choice but to let it happen.
I mean, you can try to fight it. You don't have to. Don't have to let him do it.
I don't think I have anything for.
We can just do a roll on your.
All right, I'm gonna try to roll.
Are you trying to overpower him or speed? Are you trying to be quicker?
Just overpower him, which I doubt is gonna happen because I don't think I have anything for strength.
You're gonna try to overpower him, okay? Are you gonna spend 3 points in might?
I don't think I have any points to spend on that.
You have any skills?
Just in weird.
This is a
It
straight
didn't
this is
work.
basically a straight D20 roll.
Basically, I rolled 11.
He grabs you. You're not
Yeah,
able to.
you're fucked.
You're not able to
You're
overpower
really
him.
bad.
You try to overpower him, and upon doing so, you realize to the full extent how strong he is, and you know for a fact that it is way stronger than you. Way stronger than you. And he basically wraps your arms up like at your chest in a bear hug, a reverse bear hug, and basically lifts you off the ground easily and carries you
Yep.
and sets you down at the edge of the table and in one of the bone chairs, and they begin tying your arms up to the arms of the chair. And as you look down, Fox, you see that the area of the table you're sitting at is where the dead body's head is, and the head is lying there, and their eyes are kind of like rolled up, not quite in the back of their head, but rolled up enough to where it looks like the body is just staring at you.
Beautiful.
And
Let me guess. It's got an apple in its mouth too.
no, its mouth is like open, and you realize that this person before was a bigger individual, like a chunky individual, and you recall again. Boom! It clicks. This was one of the missing people on the news, Franklin Hardesty, who was a local disabled man. And you look down into his eyes as they tie you up, and you hear the dad go, "Good job, Bubba, good job." And he laughs. He goes, "All right, Bubba, go upstairs and get Grandpa." And you see that like the younger man from before that came in the room screaming, and you hear him go, "Ha, Bubba's got a girlfriend. Bubba's got a girlfriend." And he keeps pointing at you, and he's just really annoying, super, super annoying. And we're gonna switch over to Kyle and Broom's turn.
Alrighty.
I tried.
You did what you could. Is Broom back yet, by the way?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Just letting you guys know, this will be the last turn for tonight because it's going on 3 in the morning and Fox has to go to bed soon.
Yeah.
All right.
So this will be the last turn for tonight, and we'll try to play in soon whenever Fox has another day off, basically.
All right.
Okay. Kyle and Broom, you got the sheriff down on his knees. You got him handcuffed. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Scott.
What's up,
Look for the
buddy?
keys to his car. And then, with the gun in my hand, I'm gonna walk right in front of this corrupt sheriff. I'm like, you got some talking to do. Talking about your family, you know. You got the balls to talk about my sister. So we're gonna play a game of give us the information we're looking for. So let me guess. You and your inbred hick family of cannibals got her, right? Am I correct in assuming that?
He goes, all right, look. Come down here, eye level with me, be a man, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Do I
I'll look down at him, like, you can look up the eye level with me.
He says, if you want to know the information, you get down here eye level with me and let's chat. Otherwise, not happening.
I'm gonna shoot him in the kneecap.
You're gonna shoot him in the kneecap?
I'm gonna shoot him in the kneecap.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that one. He's pretty much stationary.
Yeah.
So when you blast him in the kneecap, he takes 6 points of damage. His knee is, best way to word it, is fucked.
Yep.
And he goes,
You want the other one to match, motherfucker? You want the other one to match?
And you see he looks up at you, and ironically and weirdly, he kind of grins. Like he's partially enjoying the pain. He goes, you seriously think this is the most pain I've ever experienced? I'm a Vietnam vet. Ha!
You're a Vietnam vet, yet you don't have any balls, killing defenseless people and trying to eat them.
He goes, I was a POW. It was you either eat or you get eaten. That's how you survived over there.
You know what? As sick as that is, okay, I'll give you that one while you're in Vietnam. But why are you doing this shit back home?
He goes, and you see he looks up, like he's lying on his side now because you shot him in the leg. He looks up at you. He goes, because nothing tastes good. Nothing tastes as good as meat from your sweet sister's ass.
I'm shooting him in the balls.
You shoot him in the balls, Kyle, and you pull the trigger. You hear click, 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 click.
Can I stab him in the back?
Yeah, you could stab him in the back, but you're out of ammo, Kyle. It was a double barrel.
All right.
Is that what you're gonna do, Brim?
Yep.
You stab him in the back for 2 points of damage. I'm not making you roll because he's stationary. And he grunts out again, and he's like, you realize if you kill me, you're never gonna find her. Never.
Did I find the keys or no?
Oh, they're in the ignition.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they're in the ignition.
Do
Hey,
you want
Scott.
to?
Scott,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
you know what? I'm going to see if there's any more ammunition in the car. If you don't mind handing me the keys in case I need to unlock the trunk. You do whatever you need to do to make this fucker talk instead of letting him go, which, I mean, I'll look down at him. Not like you'd get far anyway with one bad leg.
He goes, trust me, maggot. I'd still get further than you.
I'll grab the keys from Scott and I'll pat him on the shoulder. Go to town on this guy. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna go check the vehicle for ammunition.
He looks up at you, Broom, and he says, that's what I knew that you were way, way too much of a pussy to fight me man to man. You have to take all your cheap shots while I'm tied up and shot. Leave it to you, younger generation, to not have any balls or be man enough to fight a man one-on-one.
I'm just gonna chuckle at him because he's a very fucked up individual.
Kyle,
Yes.
there is an insight to be had here.
I'm gonna take said insight.
Ooh, so you're paying 3 intellect?
Yes, sir.
As you're checking for shotgun shells in the car, which, by the way, you find 3 more. You find 3 more shotgun shells.
Okay.
You hear the radio in his car go off, and the volume seems to be turned down a bit, but you can hear that it definitely does not sound like it's from the police station. Sounds like it's probably a personal, like more of like a personal call type deal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna listen into it. I'm gonna turn it up just enough to where I can hear it.
You turn it up just enough to hear it, and here, hey, Sheriff, you there? Sheriff, we got the girl tied up. We got everybody ready for dinner. Come home.
All right. I'll listen to see if he says anything else beyond that.
Right now, that's where he stops.
All right. All right. I'm gonna turn it back down to where it was at, and I'm gonna walk back towards Broom and the sheriff after reloading the gun.
You reload the gun and you walk back over to Broom and the sheriff, and right now they're not really doing anything. Broom is standing there, the sheriff's lying there, bleeding everywhere. And basically, what do you guys want to do?
Look down at him. So you're late for dinner, huh?
You see, he looks up at the sky, and it's nighttime now, and then he looks over kind of like at both of you, and he goes, probably so, but that's because you little dickheads got lucky and you ambushed me. And then he stops and he kind of pauses and he breathes heavily. You can tell he's getting pretty weak from the blood loss. He goes, I always knew that your generation was just a bunch of pussies. Can't fight a man one-on-one.
Hey, that's big words coming from a guy who shot an unconscious person, slit another person's throat.
You see, he smiles. He goes, like I said, man's got to eat.
Yeah, you eat like a pussy.
He said, what can I say? I am what I eat.
That's probably the most sincere thing you've said.
I can't hold that one.
That was a good one.
Oh boy.
So what are you guys doing?
So I'm gonna look at him. So, you mind telling us where this dinner is?
And he goes, well, if you want to get down high level, because I can't speak real loud from the blood loss, you get down here at my level, we'll talk.
I got a better idea, you fuck. Get in the back of the car, we're going home.
You said you don't know where home is.
And you're gonna show me.
Broom, make an intellect roll.
Ooh. Can I spend against it, or?
Of course you can.
Hell yeah.
Do you have any skills that would be along the lines of like persuasion?
I have persuading and intimidating.
Okay, you can use either one, persuade or intimidate. Which one do you want to do?
I'll intimidate this ass.
You're gonna what?
We're a pair of bad cops. We're a pair of bad cops.
You said persuade or intimidate.
He said intimidate.
Okay, that will lower the skill by 1. Are you gonna spend 3 intellect points?
I'm spending 2 because I have an edge in it.
Okay, 2. Okay, that lowers it by 2. Now make a d20.
15.
You what do you say to him, Broom?
Well, what I said.
I didn't know if you said anything else since you were intimidating. He basically goes, fine, you little jerk-offs, but you're going to have to load me into the car because your pussy friend shot me in the leg.
I said I can make the other one match.
I'm gonna grab him by his handcuffs and start dragging him back towards the car.
You drag him back.
Hey, Scott.
What's
Search
that?
him first. Search him first. Make sure he doesn't have any surprises hidden on him.
Is that a search roll or?
Yeah, make a search roll. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll have the gun aimed at his head. You make any sudden moves, you're going night-night.
He goes, if I go night-night, your sister becomes my brother's whore.
Keep talking, see where it gets you.
I rolled a 10, Chin.
Rolled a 10. You don't find anything of weaponry or anything of the sorts.
Do I know in game that he still has his knife?
Who, the cop?
Yeah.
You're not sure. You're not sure if he left it on the ground or what he did with it.
Okay.
Scott,
What's up?
make sure he doesn't have a spare key to the handcuffs on him. Tear his damn pants off and his shirt off if you have to be sure.
When you searched Broom, you didn't find anything. No extra key, no weapon, nothing.
Uh,
So what are you guys doing?
You want to drive?
I can drive. I just say we strip him to be 100% sure.
Can we get him in a skivvy chain?
Yep.
Okay, what all do you guys remove?
Everything.
Shirt, pants. He's in his tighty whities, bro.
Yep.
Tidy whities?
And I'm gonna be watching vigilantly with the gun.
You strip him. Are you stripping him just clothing?
I'd say everything.
What else
You
he
strip him.
Oh, is he got gold chain on or something around his neck?
No, You strip him of his shirt, his pants, down to his underwear. You do realize when you strip him of everything that he did have a pistol hidden in his boot.
Ooh.
Oh, hey Scott, looks like you just got a new little toy.
I take that and stuff it in my pants.
You see, he goes, you kids are stupid. You don't even realize the problem you're about to have on your hands.
That's the thing. We know there's a problem. We're gonna solve it. We're gonna solve it, and you ain't gonna be able to do the damn thing about it.
He says, trust me, you ain't gonna solve shit, boy.
Oh, that remains to be seen.
So what do you guys do? He's in his tidy whities.
Load him up, Scott. Load him up.
I'm going to situate him in the back. I'm going to sit next to him. I have my knife in my left hand across his throat. And I'm going to have my gun pointing his body with my right hand in the back seat.
Okay. You guys all get in the vehicle, and you hear the police, not walkie-talkie, but the radio come back.
Which I will turn it back up now.
You turn it back up in here. Hey, Sheriff, where are you? You have not been responding. Sheriff, where are you? And you see he smiles big, teeth bloody, and he laughs. He goes, "Oh, they're already getting suspicious. Oh, you boys are fucked."
Well, if you do truly believe that, you'll have no problem pointing us where to go.
He goes, son, you really want to go to your death?
And not particularly, but you're closer to it than I am.
He says, all right, fine. Fine, if you're that willing to die, I will lead you to your death. And
you tell us where to go, asshole.
He leads you guys a little ways, probably about half an hour drive. And you come to this, like, gravel road, like, off of the interstate. And you drive down the gravel road a little ways, and you see a large building. Like, a massive, massive building. But you can't read the sign because it's just so dark. And
right.
He goes, all right. We're here. We're here.
Now, is this obviously a home, or is this a large building that's probably not a home?
It's too big. It's probably not a home.
I'm gonna punch him in the face. And
you hear the radio. You hear the radio come on again, and you hear, if you don't respond to us in the next minute, we're gonna have Bubba come out there and look for you.
I'll look at Scott. Well, do we want to come to him or do we want to go hunting?
I say we go hunting.
Because I think Officer Dick here just led us on a wild goose chase.
He goes, you kids are stupid. He said, you have to walk through the field to get where we live.
Walk through the field?
Like, do you seriously think we'd keep our house just right off the highway?
I don't know. He seemed dumb enough.
He's like, you're the dumb one, boy.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
See,
slit his throat.
You're gonna slit his throat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will need you to make a roll for that one because you're trying to actually just
Gotcha.
outright kill him.
Can I spend might for that or no?
Yeah, you can spend might, skill, everything of the sorts that you would normally spend.
Okay. I'll spend just in case. Okay. The roll is 14, and I used might to bring it down one.
Might to bring it down one.
did you have a skill for that or no?
I did not have a skill on that now.
You missed it by 1.
Fuck me.
You go and you go to slice his throat, and he manages to use his good leg to kick you away, and manages to like open the door and fall out of the car, and looks like he's gonna try to make a run for it.
Is he
Ooh.
behind? Is he behind the car
He is
or in
like
front of the car?
he's like off to the side of the car. Like you can't back up and hit him. He's not behind the car. He's like where you're sitting, Kyle, in the driver's seat. He's on your side of the car, but up to the left, like the left of it, the left back of it, but not directly behind it.
I'm gonna pull back a little with the car. I'm gonna rev it up a little. You better run, you little piggy.
He says, "You can hit me all you want, but you're still not gonna find home."
Run this asshole over.
Oh, he said we had to go through the fields. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna hit this guy with the car.
Okay, Kyle, you will need to make a driving roll for that.
I do have a skill in that.
Let's go.
Are you gonna spend 3 points in speed?
I will not, but that's a 5.
You rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
You go to hit him, and he has a little bit more gusto in him, and manages to dodge and weave. But you're driving in a field, and this car, like, it's not great for field driving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's harder to control it because all the bumps. And he's still running, and you can see he's running toward the large building.
Can I make another attempt to run this guy down?
Yes, you can.
I will spin speed this time. I didn't spin speed the first time because I had already rolled by the time you asked. So
Gotcha. Okay.
I was gonna take what I had for better or worse. So
Okay, so you will spin speed this time, so you'll lower it by 2.
yep.
Okay.
Oh, that is an 18.
Hey, Kyle. Well, basically, you're not going to be able to get an advantage because you're in a car.
Mhm.
But you get the extra damage. Basically, you hit him with the car, and he goes down to the ground, and the momentum of the car kind of also ran him over. You don't hear anything of it coming from him. You don't see him getting up or anything. You have a
Alright.
feeling that if he's not dead, he's severely wounded.
I'm gonna back over him just to be sure.
You back over him, and you see his body in the headlights, lying there motionless.
Alright. Hey man, Zombieland taught me to double tap, man.
No quarrels with that, sir.
What are you guys doing?
Well, he said we gotta go through the field. I think that's our best lead.
Yeah. Chin, did you want to wrap up the session? It's going on 4:15.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap it up.
All right. I don't want to like come up with like a whole scheme and then we have to cut it.
Oh, no.
Unless there's any objections, we're gonna go through the field, and I'm gonna turn the lights off before we do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's
Just as a heads
I'm on
up,
board for
any
that.
driving rolls without the headlights on will increase the difficulty by 1.
Will it decrease the difficulty by 1 if I drive slowly?
I would say if you drive slowly, it'll just even it out to where it has been.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
If you drive fast, though, it'll be increased by 1 because you can't see,
Yeah.
Literally can't see.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys...
Because this sounds like this is a time for a little bit of stealth here, so...
You guys drive... Which way are you going to go?
Further into the field off the highway where we hit this dumb motherfucker. So.
Okay. You guys drive further into the field with the lights off, and that's where we're going to end the session.
Gotcha.
And we'll pick it up whenever Fox has her next day off. We'll pick it up. Real quick, like
that guy was a corrupt piece of shit, and he killed 2 defenseless people. So I felt like that was justified.
Well, of course it was justified. Of course it was justified. Just quick.
I would have murked him back.
Just a quick feedback, like we do. Like, what you guys love? What you guys hate? What do you guys want to see more of, less of?
First of all, I want to say I enjoyed it a lot. Second of all, I want to say I would give Broom a fucking high five for the teamwork we did today. Number 3, Number 3, I am scared to death for Fox.
I will just say this.
You're shitless, bro.
I will just say this. That 20 Broom rolled completely shifted the odds in your guys' favor.
Let's go.
Like,
quite literally, your guys' teamwork is amazing.
I almost peed a little bit when I rolled that 20. I threw my laptop.
Like, if honestly, had Broom not rolled that 20, one of you had a really good probability of getting blasted with a shotgun. So, and
I knew trying to low blow this guy and tackle him. I knew I was taking a big gamble, but I also knew it was a possible big payoff as well.
It was, and had Broom not rolled that 20, or had Broom, if Broom would have made a mistake and not disarmed him, he still would have got a pretty good shot off.
Yep.
Would have got a pretty good shot off. So, yeah, it was definitely good for you guys that you guys were able to.
Shit,
I really feel like we beat a guy we had no business beating. I will say.
Absolutely.
Your guys' teamwork is what helped you, but
you guys have tremendous teamwork.
Now you guys are going to have to keep trying to coordinate that teamwork because things are going to get harder.
I did not expect this to be an easy ride, so...
No. And things are really bad for Fox right now.
I have to say, though, besides the fact that I feel like I'm utterly screwed out of any belief whatsoever right now, is that I've never ever seen the anger in Broom's face or hear the anger in Kyle's voice when he said something about me in the game. I was just like, oh my god, I feel so special.
Well, I'm trying to keep the game as atmospheric to Texas Chainsaw as you would see in a movie. And I
like,
go ahead.
I've seen Broom mad at people that has disrespected me before, and he's kept his cool, but that was like the first time I've actually seen him go like grab a cigarette and throw it in his mouth and then just look at me like I'm gonna beat the hell out of this person.
Well, I'm
glad. Hearing Kyle's voice, oof.
I'm glad the atmosphere is what I was trying to capture the most.
I definitely felt it.
Like you guys thinking, you're in a Texas Chainsaw movie, and especially with you, Fox, I was trying to really drive home Leatherface feeling like Leatherface.
Oh, he definitely seemed like Leatherface.
Like I'm trying to keep him because if you've ever seen the movie,
I'm not gonna lie, I actually felt bad for him for a few minutes.
Well, that's what I wanted,
right?
Because in the movie, if you ever watch the movies, Leatherface is
He's
not
so bad.
he's not actually bad. He's literally
No,
his mentality is that of like a 6-year-old child. He
he
doesn't
just wants to
actually.
please his family.
Yeah, Leatherface does not know what he's doing is wrong because his family told him it's the right thing to do. He doesn't
Right.
actually know what he's doing is considered wrong. And
He has the mental capacity of what I think was illustrated as a 6-year-old,
yeah, he
and
has the mental capabilities of a 6-year-old, a child. And that's why I was trying to drive home that he's got mental capabilities of a child. And for those of
which
you
made
who,
me feel really guilty about running away from him because I really wanted to play out more and just like get him more on my side. But honestly, running was the best option.
it was, and there was a couple ways you could have taken that.
Honestly, I don't know how much it would have helped, but I can say it now that the session is over. What I probably would have done, and it may or may not have lowered the difficulty, but knowing that I can't outstrength a brute like that, I would have gone the opposite way. I would have tried to make my body limp and slip out.
Well,
Nah, I didn't think about
there's a
that.
couple things that Fox could have done. The one thing Fox could have done that was the big thing is at the very, very beginning when we started, instead of she should have just ran away from him. She should have ran
Is
away
that
from
what I
him.
did?
Did you try to
I
run?
didn't know that was an option, so
Must have.
she asked me, and I was like, no, I think like once you roll initiative, like you're in a combat situation.
Well,
That's what I thought too.
she won, or did she win in it? No, I think she lost initiative, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you would have taken your first turn, like after he hit you, well, technically you did run on your first turn. Had you denied my GM intrusion, had you paid me 1 XP, Leatherface would not have found you.
I know that's exactly where that one was going. I knew where that one was going.
Like the GM intrusion, had you denied it and paid your XP to me and declined the intrusion, then Leatherface would have been searching for you in the woods, and you would have been considered lost. You would have considered.
And that I would never have danced with him.
Would have never danced with him. No, you would have never danced
Out of
with him.
curiosity, Jen, what did you have planned for the window? Because that's definitely the route I would have taken.
If she would have jumped out of the window, she would have jumped out of the window, landed on the ground, and then could have ran away.
Oh my god. See, I put way too much thought into that. I was just like, I'm gonna fall, break my freaking leg.
You would have sustained damage. You would have sustained 4 points of damage, but if you would have not been in 0 in both your stats, you then could have got up and you could have kept running. So it just depends on what you're.
Sure that I was.
Hey, Shock, welcome to the stream, brother. I apologize, we're just wrapping the session up, but you can watch it on Mixer, video on demand, or YouTube, whichever one, if you want to listen to it. We're just wrapping up the rest of the feedback from the session, but yeah, you could
see what I would have done in that situation. I don't know what Fox's skills are, but knowing what my skills were, I would have tried to make an athletics roll as part of that to roll with the momentum of jumping through
and
to lower everything.
Yeah, no, you could have, and if you would have succeeded, you could have technically had a chance of reducing the entire damage.
Yeah. So, I don't know if Fox has athletics or not, but I know that I do.
She has jumping, which I'm sure would have come
well, here's the thing. You guys should have honestly sent Kyle with the man and not Fox, because Kyle has the skills on his character best equipped to deal with Leatherface than the both of you.
Well, we also didn't know this was Leatherface.
True. That is true. You guys didn't know, but I didn't want to spoil it.
Hindsight's 2020.
Hindsight is definitely 2020, absolutely. And but yeah, I've been trying to capture the feel of Texas Chainsaw, and I hope I've succeeded overall.
Definitely succeeded. Oh.
I hope the game has been intense. I'm really hoping it's been intense.
Well,
Guys, is there ammo in this game? 'Cause I know we had an ammo situation with that.
Ammo is pretty much just narratively done.
Okay, all right.
It's not
I
really-
put the shotgun and 3 shells on my sheet. So
Yeah, but that's fine because I told you that. But like when you
Right.
buy a gun or you buy a bow in a fantasy game, it's kind of narratively done. It's not like because the objective cipher system is not to have to keep track of every little detail.
see,
No, I figured. I don't know what kind of handgun I have or how many shots it has, and I just want to go like fucking nuts. And you're like, oh, I only had 5 shots.
see if my character didn't get seduced to ride in the van, I would have gone in my Corvette like I would have originally done. I do actually have a revolver locked in the glove box.
Yeah. No, and you guys played it well. Even Fox, you played it well. I mean, the best you could. Unfortunately, when you rolled that 1, when you had that GM intrusion, that hurt.
Because I think what was going to originally happen, and Chin can confirm or deny now if he wants, since, well, Officer Dick is dead, that I think we were meant to join Fox at dinner there.
Well, here's the thing. Technically, you don't know Officer Dick's dead. You did not check for a pulse.
Uh-oh.
You drove over him, but then you drove away. You technically never
No,
got out of the car to check for a pulse. You don't know.
I drove over him, and then I drove back over him again. So
But people have lived through other circumstances.
this is true.
Oh,
This is true.
well, here's the thing. If he's alive, he's messed up enough that he's not going to be of any use, but you don't know he's dead.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
I just figured between being hit twice and bleeding out through his knee, that's all tangled up. That it was a pretty reasonable assumption.
well, and I'm not saying that he's not dead. I'm just saying that you don't know if he's dead or not because your character didn't check for a pulse, so you don't know. He very well could be dead. It's likely he's dead, but there's a chance maybe he's not dead.
I hope he rots out in that field. He ain't crawling nowhere. He's got a bad leg and a bad arm.
So you never know. Like you never know. He could be dead. He could not be dead. You just don't know.
All I know is that I'm proud of you boys. You boys, your teamwork was phenomenal.
Yeah, that did not go the way I was expecting. But
I
I'm happy it went the way it
never
did.
would have thought I would that would.
Hey,
that
I
way.
mean, that
we were
goes-
all dead.
I'm glad you ate up all my Dice's shit rolls.
Thanks.
Like as soon as you said that you disarmed him, I didn't even have to think about my next move. I'm getting the shotgun. That's all I'm doing.
Well,
I'm
here's
getting
the
shotgun.
thing. I technically did not have to tell Broom he could disarm him. Technically, I didn't have
Thank
to.
you, thank you for not being a dick there.
Because basically, if Broom did not read the rules on how crits work, like not really a crit, but like a major advantage,
Mhm.
I could have technically not told Broom out that. I could have just been like, you do additional damage, or you get an advantage. What do you want to do?
I mean, you
But no, we have a
technically could
god
have
of a
done that.
GM.
But that would have also technically have been a poor DM move when you said that you would keep just the game as we play. So
Exactly. And you know, people can say whatever they want, but Kyle can vouch. I am a very fair DM. Very fair.
oh, absolutely,
You
absolutely.
are a god, sir.
Like I don't know about that, but I'm fair. I've never been one to screw the players, and that's why I told Brew.
I've played with people who screwed over the players. I've played with people who allowed way too much stuff to happen. I've played with fair players before. The way that you go about it is definitely godlike, sir. I am sorry.
I appreciate
No,
that.
honestly, where my headspace is at, when I had him in thrall, I was hoping Kyle would have gone for the gun there, and then I was already thinking about it, like, I cannot get shot by a shotgun at point blank right now. So if you had told me that there was an advantage, I probably would have asked if that was even possible.
Sure, but I wasn't going to screw you over. You don't know the rules, and I'm not
Oh, yeah,
going
no, I
to
appreciate it for
screw
sure.
you over. I'm going to tell you guys.
You see, Brew, we were on a similar wavelength because I was going to grab the shotgun if I hit him in the nuts.
Now, I will tell you this much.
Both of you are angry.
Once you guys have more experience with the Cypher system, I will tone down the amount of hints that I give you.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Like, once you've had a few sessions, or a few games under your belt, then when you roll a 20, if you don't ask me a thing you can do, like disarming and stuff, I won't bring it up then.
Fair enough.
Because then you guys will have played enough that you should know what you can and can't ask for and do, instead of me having to tell you every time.
Right.
And also down the road, another thing that I want to do, especially in the horror games, is whenever you guys are playing, I'm going to really lower the amount of time you have to make a decision. Like, when Fox was standing in that hallway, I'm going to give you guys like 3 seconds. And if you don't answer, you lose your turn and it goes to the opponent.
Sounds fair.
Because I want there to be tension. I want the tension to be there. And in real life, you don't have time to stand there and look down a hallway and decide. Well, it doesn't put everything in slow motion. You know.
I know my immediate thought went window. I would have been fine in that situation.
That's what I'm saying. Down the road, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Down the road, I'm going to lower. You're not going to have a lot of time to react. You're going to have to react on the fly, instinctually.
That's what I was trying to do, honestly, on my.
And you guys did great. I'm just saying, I just want to give you guys a heads up for future reference.
It's just Fox that takes forever. Yeah, get it? No,
Yep.
So, I don't want to just spring it on you guys one game and you guys are like, whoa, what's happening? I want to give you a heads up. You guys know that there's not going to be infinite time. There's going to be a time limit, and you have to react fast or you lose your turn. Because horror games are much more intense when you have to react quick. You know, when you have to think on the fly and react within a split second. Much more intense than having 30 minutes. You didn't take 30 minutes, Fox. Not in the slightest. You all played.
I tried to react as fast as I could.
Oh, you all played well. Your intrusion is what screwed you. When you rolled that one, that's what screwed you. Otherwise, you would have been able to bolt out of the house, and then you would have had a chase scene. Where you would have actually got to run away and try to escape.
That would be nice.
But you rolled a 1, and it changed. Unfortunately for you, Fox, the 1 turned the momentum against you. It turned the momentum against you, kind of like how the 20 turned the momentum against me with Kyle and Broom. Like, that's how momentum works in Cypher and any game. Kyle can tell you, even in Pathfinder, if you fumble, it'll change the momentum.
Oh yeah,
same as you crit. That's just how RPGs work. And because when you ran away from Leatherface, I gave you a free one. Like, technically, you should have made a speed roll to see if you could have got away from him, but I gave you that one for free because I was wanting to make it a little bit more interesting. So I was like, I'm gonna let her get away and then see if she could get out of the house. And then you rolled a 1, and I was like, well, that didn't happen. The one got.
In hindsight, what happened, but that was an 11 she rolled.
Yeah, I do actually remember hearing 11.
Was it an 11?
Yes.
Oh no, I offered her a GM intrusion and she took it.
Oh, when she was in the wood. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah,
I was like, you kept mentioning the 1 though, and I scrolled to her roll history, and I was like, the only 1 she rolled was the D6 for her recovery.
I mean, I will say this, that was the only thing that seemed telegraphed to me that the intrusion meant that she was going to get caught. That's the only thing that actually I was able to telegraph, just speaking for myself.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't have taken that either.
Intrusions are good and bad. Oh no, that's what it was. Fox. That's what it was. Fox lost her character one turn. Yeah, you lost your character for the one turn when you failed your resilience check to stay composed.
Yeah, I rolled an 11,
Okay,
and that's what
yeah.
screwed me
Well,
over.
Alright.
when you play
We're
a
on the
board
same page
game,
now.
there's a rule called shock value. It's called shock. And whenever you see something that's completely disgusting or horrendous, you make an intellect check, and if you fail it, your character loses their composure, and the game master gets control of that character for one turn.
For future reference, would that be counted as an intellect defense roll?
Yes.
Okay, I was just wondering
Ooh.
because I do have training in all the defenses actually. So
Yes, it's
That's
an
why I
I
was
intellect.
wondering.
reflected that, couldn't I?
No, you couldn't, but I
No.
can.
Yes, it was.
That's
Yes,
good.
it is considered an intellect defense roll, and you can use your skills, your effort as a normal. Everything is normal. You can use. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna refresh all of your guys' pools because it doesn't really make sense. Technically, in the rules, you're supposed to refresh pools, but to me, it wouldn't make sense that everything would go back to maximum. But I am going to give you guys all of your. I'm going to give you guys 2 recoveries, 2 recovery dice worth to refresh.
and these don't
Mhm.
count against our recovery uses.
You know what? No, I'm going to say no. I'm going to let you guys have 2 free recovery rolls.
All right.
But I'm not going to refresh
I'm
your
not
max.
good on
I'm
that
not going to
before I
refresh
forget.
you all to maximum because it wouldn't make sense for you guys, especially in Fox's case, to be at maximum everything. It just wouldn't make sense. So that's
So
kind
it's
of
the 1d6. So it's the 1d6 plus 1.
well, 2. You just do 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, I mean that works too. Okay.
I mean, you could do 1d6 plus 1 separately, but 2d6 plus 2 is essentially.
All right.
Fox, look at these.
I got a grand total of 5. I got a grand total of 5.
You can distribute those 5
So
among
you-
any pools, Kyle. Any of the 3 pools, any way you want, as long as you use 5 points.
So,
So, okay. Did you guys have any other feedback you'd like to say before we?
Jen, I rolled really high on Foxes. Do you want me to re-roll them?
What'd you roll
It's a 13 overall.
on Foxes?
Yeah.
Oh no, she gets 13 points.
Congratulations, Fox. It was a 5 and a 6 plus 2. I was like,
That's fine. Nope. You guys got 2 recovery rolls. She got 13 points back. Distribute them any way Fox wants for her points to be. Hell, not to sound rude, but Fox needs it.
She kind of does.
Hey, not to be rude,
I
but
have 9.
Fox needs the
I'm
help.
either gonna be a toy or food right now.
I'm not trying to be rude, but Fox needs it.
I definitely need it.
What did you get, Broom?
I have 9 overall. I got a 3 and a 4.
And you-
Yeah, go figure, man. After I roll my recoveries, my d6 is rolling 6, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5.
Well, that happens, brother. But yeah, is there any other, before I shut the stream down, any other feedback you guys want to leave?
I mean, other than that one intrusion feeling like it was telegraphed, I really got nothing else negative to say.
Well, here's the thing, Kyle.
I mean,
Ironically, and this is no lie, I can actually send you the Facebook post on my storage site of Leatherface I made. I made him before the game started. And his GM intrusion is, if I use an intrusion for Leatherface and the player accepts, whenever a player escapes or hides from Leatherface, if you accept the intrusion, you are immediately found or spotted.
no, I believe you.
Like,
I believe you.
no, I know. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed telegraphed. That's literally the intrusion I gave Leatherface. Because in the movie, when Franklin and Sally are in the woods, a Leatherface just appears from behind a tree and slices Franklin down with a chainsaw.
I see.
there. And so I was like, well, a perfect intrusion for Leatherface, since he knows the woods, he lives there, would be anytime a player runs away and hides, if they accept his intrusion, then they're immediately found or spotted, which you're not supposed to know that technically, because now you guys could just be like, nope, I don't accept his. I don't accept his.
I mean, to be fair, only speaking for myself, once I saw that happen to Fox, that's kind of what I was leaning towards anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that information does not change how I would react in the slightest. Like,
Well, and the funny thing is, like I said, I made the character before we played, and that was his intrusion.
Mhm.
So, I mean, but other than that, minus the intrusion, you guys don't know the rest of his stats.
Yeah.
Hey, Cortana. Never mind. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Assuming
I had a
Can you guys hear me? I think I got booted. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys had a wonderful listen. I'll be uploading this to YouTube here in just a little bit. And on that note, be excellent to each other. Hey, Cortana, stop broadcast.
can hear both of you.